The TMC leader and former Meghalaya Chief Minister Mukul Sangma has targeted the NPP-led government over the law and order scenario in the state. Speaking to Northeast Live, Mukul Sangma said that the government has been rather complacent in addressing issues related to law and order situations. He stated that the government has to be given quote-unquote constant reminders to hold security meetings. Mukul Sangma cited the examples of the police commission meeting, which needs to be convened once in every 3 months. However, this was not being followed by the government.
What is important is that there is no space for complacency, and therefore there must be a visible result from the side of the government. But I don't see any result, because last time, based on my repeated reminder, the government called for the internal security meeting of the State Security Commission. It is more like a meeting to decide on various aspects, but that meeting was to understand the overall law and order situation. In other words, which we always say that internal security related issue. After that, what? How many months have gone? The State Police Act requires the state to have the State Police Commission meeting once in every 3 months. So how many times the leader of the opposition have to go on reminding the government? It is the responsibility of the government to respond to their call of duty with utmost sense of seriousness. What?
Well, notably, Mukul Sangma highlighted that not only Meghalaya, but the entire Northeast has a porous international border which makes access to arms from neighbouring countries easier, thereby posing as a threat to the state's law and order situation. It may be mentioned here that Meghalaya shares a long boundary with Bangladesh.
You cannot take things for granted all the time. I have always mentioned, based on what is ground reality in this part of the country, you have a long international border with Bangladesh, which is referred to as a porous border. And similarly, all other northeastern states have a porous international border, not only with Bangladesh, but with other neighboring states of these Southeast Asian countries, including China, Bhutan. And therefore, the vulnerability of this area, including the challenges of easy access to sophisticated arms, have always been there. You cannot take.
Well, another factor which Mukul Sangma pointed out was the pending resolution to the Naga settlement and also the presence of proscribed militant outfits in Assam. He said that these issues automatically exposes Meghalaya to a vulnerable situation.
Pending resolution of the so-called long-pending Naga settlement, and with the active proscribed organization still operating in Assam, you have a reason to understand the challenges in sync with the kind of vulnerability to which the state is exposed to.
Meanwhile, Mukul Sangma blamed the state government for the rise in unemployment in Meghalaya. He said that the lack of employment opportunities gradually strangles the hope from the youth, which in turn culminates into anger, which may have dangerous consequences for the law and order situation in the state.
When you have no absorption of the youth in different government jobs, if the youth who are waiting for any employment opportunities don't find any opportunity, then that slow loss of hope, the resultant frustration, which culminates into anger, they are dangerous. They are dangerous recipe for lawlessness and ultimately law and order issue. Therefore, you will have to understand how important it is to create that whole sense of hope amongst the youth. When you have
He further alleged that the youth were not being given jobs in the police department despite vacancies.
Now, if the recruitment for filling up the vacancies in the police department at the level of constables, now who are the applicants? Who are the applicants who have applied for these constabulary jobs in 2018 advertisement? You're talking about advertisement which was notified in 2018. This is 22. So almost 5 years. People are made to wait. You're talking about the vacancies, existing vacancies which have resulted due to promotion, due to retirement, or due to unfortunate, untimely demise of some of the employees. And you don't even bother to fill up these vacancies. That means you don't want to give opportunities of job for the youth. Indirectly, I look at this as a deprivation. As a deprivation of the due opportunity, or the opportunity which is due to the deserving candidates.